If you are a new insurance agent in the Medicare Advantage space and you start hearing about this word about suppressed plans, what does that mean? That means a plan was filed and approved for sale by the government, but the insurance company doesn't really want you to sell it. They don't really want you to sell it. So how do they get you to stop selling that plan? They can stop paying commissions, but you could still sell it. You just won't get paid. They can take it off the enrollment platforms. So you could only do it with a paper app. Sometimes they don't make paper apps available because they don't want you to sell that plan. If a plan is suppressed, just because you could still sell it without being paid or with a paper app, they don't want you to do that. Remember, they can cancel your contract 30 days notice without cause. So you got to partner with insurance companies. If they don't want you to sell a plan, don't sell a plan. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to do what's in the best interest of my clients. Well, the best interest of your clients is for you to remain in business and able to sell with that carrier. So a suppressed plan is a plan that you should not be selling. Now, what plans will be exiting the market next year or next month, but typically at the end of the year? Probably the suppressed plans, right? That's generally correlated because they're not making money on those plans. There's a reason why they don't want you to sell that plans. Now, sometimes they're not going to exit the market. They only had actuarially so much business they wanted. Once they got it, they suppressed it to keep the plan sound. But a lot of times the two correlate. If it's suppressed, they're not going to make money in that area and they will not be offering that plan in the future. So keep that in mind when you see plans suppressed. Now, I've heard agents talk about plans being suppressed on enrollment platforms, but I've also heard them talk about doctors being suppressed. And this is something nobody's really talking about. That if I look on the enrollment platforms, what doctors are accepted in this network, then it might not show such and such doctor. But then if I go over to the carrier's website and look at the provider, it does show it there. So I'm sure people can say this might be a glitch. Other people are suspecting maybe they don't want you to use this doctor because this doctor negotiated a higher contract. So regardless of it, I'm alerting you to the fact that enrollment platforms are great, but you might need to cross-reference with the carrier site. This is a good starting point. Look at the drugs, look at the doctors, look at the plans, but make sure that it's lining up with what the carrier is listing before you enroll your client. If you have tips like that you'd like to share with other agents, please hit me up in the comments and we will. And if you learned something, you know how to show your gratitude. Hit the subscribe button.